this way to the Hatter, is it? Maybe I'm nuts, maybe I'm mad. Craziest friend that you ever had. You think I'm... Oh, hello. I thought he was still alive. This way. There's not really much else to go. Oh boy, okay, well we're not really going backwards now, are we? There's a cosplayer at a con I went to like years back who had a really good Alice Madness Returns cosplay. Woo! Oh, looks like we're in a new area. Teapots instead of shells, is it? Ooh, lots of teapots. Uh-oh. Oh my god. They're a little madcap. They are little gremlin uglies. How about some pepper? Now you're pepper! Welcome to Lego Island! Anyone know that reference? Alice can dodge enemy attacks. I see. Lower your shield. Gah! Lower the shield. Okay, fine, I have to dodge it first. There we go, that's how you do it. That's how we roll. Oh. Freaking like Jitter Jack. Lego City! Yeah, Epsilon! I used to play that all the time when I was a kid. The racetrack part scared the crap out of me when I was young. Now you're Pepper! Welcome to Lego Island, douchebag. Ah! Ow, okay. I probably shouldn't play around. Oh wow, I got him. I got you before you put your shield back up. Oh, hello. Ugh. Well, that's... looks like he died on the clock. Man has fallen to Lego River City. Oh, memes. I take a look, but I think things might crap out pretty bad if I do, because this thing has a little bit of trouble. These streams are a bit finicky, as we've learned, so I'll take a look later. Oh, this way to Mr. Hatman. Okay. Whoop. Spoing! Did I miss anything? Nah, we're good. Lost to know where to go, try Shrink Violets. While strong Shriek sense will have a hidden path through clues. So if you see these purple flowers, let me know to shrink. You can yell at me. I give you permission. Well, you can do that anyway if you don't want to. I can't stop you. I prefer you did. Hello. More bottles. Come on, let me through. Thank you. Ooh, look at the little person. Hello, new memory.
It could have happened that way, Alice. You remember poor Mr. Crook died, didn't he? Dr. Wilson rejects spontaneous combustion, but I trust Mr. Dickens.
Oh, another pig sound. Oh, okay. Give me that path, baby. There we go. Mushroom, mushroom. She's a regular female Mario over here. I guess he doesn't use them to jump. Well, he kind of does, because they make him jump like, better. But not on them. Yeah, why doesn't Mario jump on mushrooms? Kind of would make sense, huh? Whoa! Look at that. That's so cool. Modern marvel. Oh, I almost fell off. Blow the horn, Alice. Summon the hordes. It's time for war. War. In teacups. We shall use their kidneys as tea bags. Blood for the blood god. Sorry. Oh, it's got a little chair. I'll sit down. Take a load off. Hatter's domain.
The Hatter's domain, almost as I remember it.
Appearances, as you know better than most, can be deceiving, Alice. Much has changed since your last visit.
Dr. Bumby says change is constructive, that different is good.
Different denotes neither bad nor good, but it certainly means not the same.
Fair.
Find the Hatter, Alice. He knows more about different than you.
But does he know more about the difference between bad and good?
Making friends, Alice. You're as randomly lethal and entirely confused as you ever were.
I've managed without you so far, Cat. Return to whatever hovels home to you. I'll call if I need you.
Predictably rash. It's not a question of if, Alice, it's when. Now hold on, and as they say, shut up.
So typical.
Oh, they have a very healthy, friendly relationship. Oh. I think we got off track from the front door. Wait, we were on a trolley with lines. Did we just, like, get off the door? Like, okay. Also, new outfit!
Entrances. I suppose I must be grateful nothing's broken.
So, whenever we were going to do the campaign with my Alice archetype, vents can be turned by valves. On a vent, you can rotate. It's fine. Whenever we were going to do the Alice archetype, it was kind of like in a Victorian steampunky-ish, and we were going to use an outfit very similar to this. If we ever got past the initial onset. Who knows, maybe we'll revisit it.
Lizzie, remember when a burst of steam blew your dress up around your neck?
That would
Just
hurt.
outside Harrods it was. Fortunate your undergarments had been laundered.
That would hurt, right? No, Marilyn Monroe did that. Didn't she say it, like, hurt like heck? Because it's, like, hot steam? Yeah, I love the outfit changes. This one's really cool. Let's get this steam flowing. Blowing off more hot air than a Twitter post. Timely. Well, he's dead. Can we get up there? Can I just jump up there? I can. Hello. Oh, jeez. And now we get into the actual platforming bits. Oh, jeez. Oh god. The multiple jumps is nice, I won't lie. Is this leading anywhere else, or? Look at this environment. So cool. I love ethereal stuff like this. No, seriously, where am I going? Aha! Wow, they really hide that. There we go. Message in a bottle. Don't say anything. Memories. No, that's just the memories. Can I power anything up yet? No, we're not even close. Okay. Oh, this is back where we started. Good. That's where I wanted to be. Sometimes, to go forward, you need to go back to where you first were. Eat hot pepper! Bye! I get over there? I guess it's further on. Hold on a crunk! Thank you. Aw, little light bulbs. Ooh, another boss. Okay, just... Thank you. Things got a little crazy with the controls there. Ugh. Oh, I can go in now. Whoops, probably should have been doing that. Could have gotten a few more teeth. Could have gotten a few more teethers. Oh, the dodos. Well, there won't be any more of them. Oh my gosh. Snicker snack in your face! God! There we go. Turn back, turn back, turn back. There we go, Alice. That's what I want. Turn the valve, dearie. Hold on. What's through here then? Oh shoot. Yeah. Oh, so close. Bye. Oh shoot. Okay, we Gucci. We Gucci. Anything else in here? Nah, just some Tifas. That's fine. Ugh, that yellow sky. Ugh. It's like a sickness. And I'm not getting down with it. No, no! Don't leave without me! Don't leave without me! There we go. Impatience rewarded. teapot. That's so cool. I love like an ethereal like openness that like extends. It's really cool. It's like its own planal space. You go in here? Ah, come on. There we go. Teeth. Oh my goodness. I'll say, so close to death, I know you are. I know Tifa is there. Alright. Oh, look at that. No, 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 go back, 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 go back. Alright, reland, girl. There we go. Any secrets? Any secrets? No secrets. Oh, this is a place for fighting. Can I get this stuff first? There we go. Snicker snack. Ow. Trying to switch targets. Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, that's not what I want. There we go. There we go. So long, big nose. Smell you later. Make sure this goes so you can hear my good jabs. Ah, it's music. I remember it well. Oh shoot! I underestimated his range. Oh my gosh! Okay, back off, back off, back off. Oh jeez. There we go. Woo! I like how the screen gets cracked around too. The more we get hurt. So many teapots. Ah, there's a pig sound around. Everyone look for it. It's close. It's close. Behind us? Where is it? Where is it? I hear it. You guys hear it? There's like a clue. Where is that snorting coming from? Where is that dreadful snorting? Maybe it's on the other side of the wall. Hold on. We're investigating. Where is this thing? It's like coming from up there. It must be on the other side. That's when it was loudest. It's not like in here, is it? No. Where in the hecky hey? It's on my right. I can hear it. Oh my gosh. It's driving me insane. Which I suppose is appropriate. Is it like below me? Wait, hold on. No, I didn't do that. Hold on, actually. Is it? Oh, it's down there. I see. There we go. Okay, I just had to move forward enough. Here we go. So it's in here. There it is. There we go. Give it to me. Give me a picnic basket. Shiny teeth for me.
My heart is open, Alice. Never closed. Never locked. It needs no key.
Aw, so Alice's sister was very open, trying to be understanding with other people. That's sweet. Alright, come on, come on. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. Whoop. Whoop. Oh wait, can I go up there? I can. Let me get the shiny teeth first. Everyone remember to floss. It's good for your teeth. Get those little floss things that you stick up in there. Or you can get some like dental floss. It's your call. Just be sure to floss. Very important. And the mouth. Alright, so then we can go that way. Can I go this way though? What's this way? Some boxes. Just be careful in case there's one of those slimes. Man, he really goes the distance for it, huh? Alice got witch time.
Bricks are rocks, Alice. A brick house, like Gibraltar, is impervious to fire, weather, and the indecencies of Barbary macaques, should the need arise.
Old British humor. Why make this? Yeah. Believe! You just gotta believe! Come on. You just gotta believe! Oh, another piggy. This piggy. Where is... It might be right underneath me. Let me check. It is! There we go. More bottles. I think I can almost power up the pepper spray. Pepper spray! Oh, hello. Is that where I'm supposed to go? Oh, jeez, I didn't even see you. I think I'm supposed to go that way. So what's this way? What's this way then? What's this way then? Ooh, good memory. Oh, the controls get all weird.
Contrary child, use the bedpan and let go of that wretched rabbit.
Ah, so Alice lived with the old lady for a while, and then she probably put her with Dr. Bumby. Was like, I'm not dealing with this kid anymore. Which is very sad. What's that stuff down there? Oh, it's just broken, it's just broken, plates. Bye, Epsilon! Yeah, I'm not gonna go for too much longer, so you're not gonna miss too much. Ooh, hello. In the hole we go.
Alice was often alone, in interior and lonesome tower. Her sister, though loving and much loved, was too old to be a playmate.
So we're too far apart. The siblings have born too far. Good luck with the gap forming. Thanks. Oh jeez. You say that and I almost fall off. Don't worry, I'll believe. I'll believe real strong. More teeth. Can I power up? Oh my gosh, I'm close. That's fine, we'll get more teeth. There's always more teeth. Uh-oh. Oh! Look at this thing. This is Bill Cipher's British cousin. Gotta soften him up with a pepper. Going for the kill. Ooh, his eye. Dum. Crap. Oh, he's down there. Let's see what we do first. Oh, good gosh. They send you stuff else. No tea time for you. Steam ahoy! Cool. Sneaker snack. Speaking of sneaker snack, well, not sneaker snack, but pepper grinder powered up. All right. Ever get the teeth from that one guy I killed? Lactation. Aha. I feel kind of dirty just saying that out loud. Alright, so something else. Got cupping and saucing. Alright. Whoop. Whoop. Anything else over here worth anything? Watch out. Junk.
He's obsessed with time. Find him, or your own time may be short.
Ah.
Brush yourself off, girl. The Hatter should see you at your best, after all.
That's because in the original story, he says Hatter's obsessed with time. The Hatter tricked Death into thinking that it's always the time for tea, like 3:15 or something like that. And that's why there's a perpetual tea time, is so that he can never have to be taken in for death, because time does not move. Oh, I cannot walk into those. Okay. Alright, brushing tea is a problem, I understand. It's hot stuff. My mom likes sweet tea, but that's the only tea like anyone I know drinks, really. I don't drink tea. I drink soda and water, and that's basically it. I'm trying to drink more water. Alright, so there's that. And 19. Oof. Big oofs. More. Oh, there we go. Where am I going? Whoop. I want the teeth is. Oh. Oh, there's a bottle in here. Hello, bottle. Ooh, hello. Oh boy, invisible. 1, 2, 3. Count with me, everyone. Snow dives into the streams. Our education. All right. Choop. Choop. Where am I going? Oh, this way. Oh, jeez. All right, here we go. Rush it, girl. Rush it. There we go. Pull the lever. Cool. Oh. Whoa. Hit iPods, nasty surprise. We're using the clockwork ball. We don't have that yet. Shh. Ooh. Some walls and floors are weak to being destroyed. Place a clockwork bomb near the weak surface. Detonate the clockwork bomb to destroy weak surfaces. Ooh, I got a clockwork bomb. Amazing what you can find in the garbage. Ah, this is destroyable. You can leave it out while you're fighting. I can even attack it, technically. Okay, I can't go up there. I thought I could. Oh. Is a house memory in there? Did I miss a house memory? How? Hold on. Where did I miss a house memory? Destroy the wall over here? Sure. No, it doesn't look like it. Where's the house memory? Oh, jeez. Well, this is bothering me. Well, poopy doopers. I really want to find it. It's not destroying nothing. Are we sure that's not a place I can go? I sure do look like one. Try. No, it's not. It's not letting me. Fine, we'll move on. Oh, it's this way. I didn't miss it. I thought I missed it. Lost and found. There it is. So this wall. Can I blow this up? Nope. Ah, it's this way. Is it below all this? There we go. There we are. Got a little ahead of myself.
We're all roasting our beds, Alice, for the sake of your father's unnatural devotion to printed paper. This horde of flammables wants only a malignant spark and poof, our flesh and blood is smoke and ash.
Yeah, that'd be awful if that happened. So Alice's dad kept a lot of paper in the house. Very flammable paper. There it is. Now let's go in the memory of Little. Oh geez, here we go. Process the trauma, Alice.
Our lovely library was a fire trap. A conflagration waiting to happen.
First key. I think the symbols all mean stuff, but I'm not good enough to know. Alright. We're in the new area of Chapter 1. Okay. I think we'll have to stop there for today. Ooh, alright. We're in the beginning of Alice. I got it working. We're good. We're in. It's extra content forgotten. Ooh, characters. Insidious ruin. A natural hostile combination of ruined mechanical parts, vomits, pollution, and slashes through the market dispenses. Mindless industrial disease. It oozes grease and organic slime and wields a dangerous weapon. The unseemly sound and noisome stench competes this menacing aura. Awful head adds a revolting appearance. What passed for fauna in the Hatter's domain resemble winged crossbow bolts. Holy crap. They nest in the now wrecked machinery, of which they're very protected. They become fractious when disturbed, and for dumb creatures, they're annoyingly resourceful. Madcaps. The Earthward guardians of the domain appear to be armed with oversized versions of Hatter's household cutlery. Hatter was never particularly discriminating in his guest list, but I never imagined he had giants for tea. Like many longtime retainers, their loyalty has outlasted their usefulness and their sense. Still, this old guard can be dangerous. Repulsive, the reckless waste of protoplasm has as much in common with maggots and leeches as it does with slimy garden slugs. Secretive by nature and surprisingly aggressive and cornered. In the eye pot. These ornate crafted beasts, once the pride of Hatter's table, seem destined for scrap. Understandably, they're surety unsociable, bloody angry, and dangerous. Because the eye is obviously vulnerable, they fire scalding projectiles afar, but they're not cowards, and they get really mad. Then we have theatricals, which we've already seen. And past matters. Ah, so this is the story. We'll go over this maybe at a different time, because it's very long. Oh, I got visions. Is this what I get from the bottles? Alright. Well, that will do it for today. Our first dive into the madness of Alice. Madness returns, as it were. Ah. Well, that went well. I was happy about that. I know it took a little bit getting started, and I do apologize for that, everyone. That was not intended. I didn't realize that it had been taken off Steam the way it had, so that creates a bit of a problem. But I was able to find it, and we got it. So not too bad, not too much issue or anything like that. Let me just go into, I'm going to go to my page and put us on just talking for a moment now. I put Alice's Adventures in Wonderland? That's not correct. I guess I'll have to change that at some point. Category. Oh, that's not what that should be. You know what? I'll keep that, though, because that's what we're about to do. All right. So, before we go, usually this would be the time where I would go into a devotional, we go into Genesis and all that. But with playing through Alice, I kind of wanted to do something different for this month while we're going through it. So, a while back, actually a year back, and he'll never watch these, so we're good. My good buddy Charles lent me Alice's Adventure in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. And actually, in order to prepare for that character I told you about that I was going to do for the campaign, I had read through Alice in Wonderland. But because the character got shelved, I never actually got through or even started Through the Looking Glass. So I thought it might be kind of cool or fun, give it a shot, if we read together Alice Through the Looking Glass. So I thought that that would be kind of a cool idea. So I thought maybe we could do a chapter, you know, every time and see where it leads us. I'll be starting in Looking Glass because I've already read Alice Adventures in Wonderland. But if you want to read that yourself, I mean, it's public domain. You can go get this anywhere online and stuff. So, but it's kind of cool to have like the actual book. So I thought it'd be kind of cool and a good idea because we're going through it. Okay, 145 is where it starts. All right, here we go. Here we go. Through the Looking Glass. Okay. All right. Introduction. Alright, and I'm going to try to do voices, as many as I can, and make it interesting. So we're going to do a read-along together. And this should be pretty good. So let's see if this is fun. Introduction. Child of the pure, unclouded brow, and dreaming eyes of wonder. Though time be fleet, and I and thou are half a life asunder, thy loving smile will surely hail the love gift of a fairy tale. I have not seen thy sunny face, nor heard thy silver laughter. No thought of me shall find a place in thy young life's hereafter. Enough that now thou wilt not fail to listen to my fairy tale. A tale begun in other days when summer suns were glowing, a simple chime that served to time the rhythm of our rowing, whose echoes live in memory yet, though in vision's years would say forget. So what the author is talking about, this is Lewis Carroll talking about his first story. So Alice in Wonderland, for anyone who doesn't know, was made by Lewis Carroll as he was a family friend of the Littles. And Miss Alice Little was one of the daughters, and he would take them on like outings and stuff, and like basically big Uncle Lewis, Uncle Carroll, would tell them stories and stuff like that. And one time as they were rowing, the girls wanted to tell, because Alice had sisters, wanted him to tell them a story. And so Lewis Carroll was like, okay, what kind of story? And they were like, make one about nonsense and crazy stuff. And so he made Alice in Wonderland and had like the first basically alpha, super alpha of the script. And he ended up writing the story down and it became what it was. So he's referencing that here, and now he's going to be coming with a new story, a follow-up to Alice's first adventure. Come, hearken then, ere voice of dread, with bitter tidings laden, shall summon to unwelcome bed a melancholy maiden. So come listen to a story before you go to bed. We are but older children, dear, who fret to find our bedtime near. Without the frost, the blinding snow, the storm wind's moody madness, within the firelight's ruddy glow, in childhood's nest of gladness, the magic word shall hold thee fast, thou shalt not heed the raving blast. And though the shadow of a sigh may tremble through the story, for happy summer days gone by, and vanished summer glory, it shall not touch with breath of bale the pleasance of our fairy tale. So don't worry about the growing up, don't worry about the outside woes. We're gonna jump into some good, fun fiction and have a new story. Chapter 1, Looking Glass House. Here we go. One thing was certain, that the white kitten had had nothing to do with it. It was the black kitten's fault entirely. For the white kitten had been having its face washed by the old cat for the last quarter of an hour, and bearing it pretty well, considering, so you see that it couldn't have had any hand in the mischief. The way Dinah washed her children's face was this. First, she held the poor thing down by its ear with one paw, and then with the other paw, she rubbed its face all over, the whole wrong way, beginning at the nose, and just now, as I said, she was hard at work on the white kitten, which was lying quite still and trying to purr, no doubt feeling that it was all meant for its good. But the black kitten had been finished with earlier in the afternoon, and so, while Alice was sitting curled up in a corner of the great armchair, half talking to herself and half asleep, the kitten had been having a grand game of romps with the ball of worsted Alice had been trying to wind up, and had been rolling it up and down till it had all come undone again. And there it was, spread over the hearth rug, all knots and tangles, with the kitten running after its own tail in the middle. "Oh, you wicked, wicked little thing," cried Alice, catching up the kitten and giving it a little kiss to make it understand that it was in disgrace. "Really, Dinah ought to have taught you better manners. You ought, Donna, you know you ought," she added, looking reproachfully at the old cat, and speaking in as cross a voice as she could manage. And then she scrambled back into the armchair, taking the kitten as the worst with her, and began winding up the ball again. But she didn't get on very fast, as she was talking all the time. Sometimes to the kitten, sometimes to herself. Oh, I can show you illustrations. Here's a little kitten, the ball of worsted. Kitty sat very demurely on her knee, pretending to watch the progress of the winding, and now and then putting one paw and gently touching the ball, as it would be glad to help it if it might. "Do you know what tomorrow is, Kitty?" Alice began. "You'd have guessed if you'd been up in the window with me, only Dinah was making you tidy, so you couldn't. I was watching the boys getting in sticks for the bonfire, and it wants plenty of sticks. Kitty, only it got so cold and it snowed so, they had to leave off. And never mind, Kitty, we'll go and see the bonfire tomorrow." Here Alice wound 2 or 3 turns of the worsted round the kitty's neck, just to see how it would look. This led into a scramble, in which the ball rolled up upon the floor, and yards of it got unwound again. "Do you know, I was so angry, Kitty," Alice went on, as soon as they were comfortably settled again, "when I saw all the mischief you had been doing. I was very nearly opening the window and putting you out into the snow. And you'd have deserved it, you little mischievous darling. What have you got to say for yourself? Now don't interrupt me," she went on, holding up one finger. "I'm going to tell you all your faults. Number 1, you squeaked twice while Dinah was washing your face this morning. Now you can't deny it, Kitty. I heard you. What's that you say?" Pretending that the kitten was speaking. "Her paw went in your eye? Well, that's your fault for keeping your eyes open. If you'd shut them up tight, it wouldn't have happened. Now don't make any more excuses, but listen. Number 2, you pulled Snowdrop away by the tail just as I had put down the saucer of milk before her. What, you were thirsty, were you? How do you know she wasn't thirsty too? Now for number 3. You unwound every bit of the worst while I wasn't looking. That's 3 faults, Kitty, and if you've not got to be punished for any of them yet. You know I'm saving up all your punishment for Wednesday week. Wednesday week is exactly 1 week from Wednesday. Suppose they had saved up all my punishments, she went on, talking more to herself than the kitten. This is a story of Alice. Oh, by the way, the original Alice's hair was black, which, if you're wondering, hey, why is the Alice in Alice in Madness Returns hair black? Because Alice Little, the true person the story was based on, actually had black hair. I think in the story, it is golden, but he did that in order to like make a different character. So I think Disney did get it right. What would they do at the end of the year? I should be sent to prison, I suppose, when the day came. Or let me see. I suppose each punishment was going to be without a dinner. Well then, when the miserable day came, I shouldn't have to go without 50 dinners at once. Well, I shouldn't mind that much. I'd far rather go without them than eat them. Do you hear the snow against the window panes, Kitty? How nice and soft it sounds. Just as if one was kissing the window all over outside. I wonder if the snow loves the trees and fields, and it kisses them so gently. And then it covers them up snug, with a white quilt. And perhaps it says, go to sleep, darlings, till the summer comes again. Whenever it all melts away and dies. Oh, wait. I guess it would be unclothed, and then it kind of springs back into bloom. That actually kind of makes sense. And when they wake up in the summer, Kitty, they dress themselves up all in green and dance about, whenever the wind blows. Oh, that's very pretty, cried Alice, dropping the ball of worsted to clap her hands. And I do so wish it was true. I'm sure the woods look sleepy in the autumn, when the leaves are getting brown. Kitty, can you play chess? Now don't smile, my dear, I'm asking it seriously. Because when we were playing just now, you watched just as if you understood it. And when I said check, you purred. Well, it was a nice check, Kitty. And really, I might have won if it hadn't been for that nasty knight that came wriggling down among my pieces. Kitty, dear, let's pretend. And here I wish I could tell you half the things. Alice used to say, beginning with her favorite phrase, let's pretend. She had quite a long argument with her sister only the day before. All because Alice had begun with, let's pretend we're kings and queens, and her sister, who liked being very exact, had argued they couldn't, because there were only 2 sets of them, and Alice had been reduced to say, at the last, well, you can be one of them, and I'll be the rest. And once she had really frightened her old nurse by shouting suddenly in her ear, Nurse, do let's pretend I'm a hungry hyena, and you're a bone. Alice is pretty mischievous. But this is taking us away from Alice's speech to the kitten. Let's get back to that. Let's pretend that you're the Red Queen, Kitty. Do you know, I think if you sat up and folded your arms, you look exactly like her. Now, do try. That's a dear. And Alice got the Red Queen off the table and set it up before the kitten as a model for it to imitate. However, the thing didn't succeed, principally, Alice said, because the kitten wouldn't fold its arms properly. So, to punish it, she held it up to the looking glass that it might see how sulky it was. And if you're not going directly, she added, I'll put you through the looking glass house. How would you like that? Now, if you'll only attend, Kitty, and not talk so much, I'll tell you all the ideas about looking glass house. First, there's the room you can see the looking glass. And through the glass, that's just the same as our drawing room, only the things go the other way. I can see all of it when I get up on the chair, all but just the bit behind the fireplace. Oh, I do so wish I could see that bit. I want so much to know whether they've got fire in the winter. You never can tell, unless our fire smokes, and then the smoke comes out to that room too. But that may only be pretense, just to make it look as if they had a fire. Well then, the books are something like our books, only the words go the wrong way. I know that because I've held up one of our books to the glass, and then they hold up one of theirs in their other room. How would you like to live in Looking Glass House, Kitty? I wonder if they'd give you milk in there. Perhaps Looking Glass House isn't good to drink. But oh, Kitty, now we come to the passage. You can see just a little peep of the passage in Looking Glass House. If you leave the door of our drawing room wide open, it's like our very own passage as far as you can see, only it may be quite different on beyond. Oh, Kitty, how nice it would be if we could only get into the looking-glass house. I'm sure it's got, such beautiful things in it. Let's pretend there's a way of getting through it. Somehow, Kitty, let's pretend the glass has got all soft and gauze so that we can get through. Why, it's turning into a mist. Now I declare. Oh, God. Alice, that's the boss passage. Through the bonfire. Go the opposite way. You don't want to fight that. I'm sure it's got, why, it's turned into a soft mist. I declare. It'll be easy enough to get through. She was up on the chimney piece while she said this, though she hardly knew how she got there. And certainly the glass was beginning to melt away, just like a bright silvery mist. I feel like I'm substituting again. In another moment, Alice was looking through the glass and had jumped lightly down into the looking-glass room. The very first thing she did was to look whether there was a fire in the fireplace. She was quite pleased to find there was a real one, blazing away as brightly as the one she left behind. So I shall be as warm here as I was in the old room, thought Alice. Warmer, in fact, because there'll be no one here to scold me away from the fire. Oh, what fun it'll be when they see me through the looking glass in here and can't get to me. You know, if Alice took the kitty with her, she might as well be Dorothy in Wonderland at this point. Very similar in some ways. Then she began looking about and noticed that what could be seen from the old room was quite common and uninteresting, but that all the rest of the place was different as possible. For instance, the pictures on the wall next to the fire seemed to be all alive, and the very clock on the chimney piece, you can only see the back of it through the looking glass, had got the face of a little old man and grinned at her. They don't keep this room so tidy as the other, Alice thought to herself, as she noticed several of the chessmen down on the hearth among the cinders, but in another moment, with a little of surprise, she was down on her hands and knees watching them. The chessmen were walking about 2 and 2. You're the Red King and the Red Queen, Alice said, in a whisper for fear of frightening them. And there, on the White King and the White Queen sitting on the edge of the shovel. And here are the 2 castles walking on and on. I don't think they can hear me, she went on as she put her head closer down. And I'm nearly sure they can't see me. I feel somehow I were invisible. Here something began to squeaking on the table behind Alice, which made her turn her head just in time to see one of the white pawns roll over and begin kicking. She watched it with great curiosity to see what would happen next. And there are the people, all kind of together. It's the voice of a child. Sorry, that was right. It's the voice of my child, the White Queen cried out as she rushed past the king so violently she knocked him over among the cinders. My precious Lily, my imperial kitten! And she began scrambling wildly up the side of the fender. Imperial fiddlestick, said the king, rubbing his nose, which he had been hurt during the fall. He had a right to be a little annoyed with the queen, for he was covered with ash from her head to foot. Alice was very anxious to be of use, and as the poor little Lily had nearly screamed herself into a fit, she hastily picked up the queen and set her on the table by the side of her noisy little daughter. The queen gasped and sat down. The rapid journey through the air had quite taken her out away her breath, and for a minute or two she could do nothing but hug the little Lily in silence. Aww. As soon as she had recovered her breath a little, she called out to the White King, who was sitting sulkily among the ashes, Mind the volcano! What volcano? Said the king, looking up anxiously into the fire, as if he thought that was the most likely place to find one. Blow me up, panted the queen, who was still a little out of breath. Mind you come up the regular way. Don't get blown up. Alice watched the White King as he slowly struggled up from the bar to bar, till at last she said, Why, you'll be hours and hours getting up the table at that rate. I far better help you, hadn't I? But the king took no notice of the question. It was so quite clear that he could neither hear nor see her. So, I guess you can see what's going to happen next. So Alice picked him up very gently and lifted him across more slowly than she had lifted the queen, that she mightn't take away his breath. But before she put him on the table, she thought she might as well dust him off a little. So she covered with Old English. He was so covered with ashes. She said afterwards that she had never seen in all her life such a face as the king made, when he found himself held in the air by an invisible hand and being dusted. He was far too much astonished to cry out, but his eyes and his mouth went on getting larger and larger and rounder, till her hand shook so with laughing that she nearly let him drop up on the floor. "Oh, please don't make such faces." No, sorry, that's her. "Oh, please don't make such faces, my dear," she cried out, quite forgetting the king couldn't hear her. "You make me laugh so I can hardly hold you. And don't keep your mouth so wide open. All the ashes will get into it. There, now I think you're tidy enough," she added as she smoothed his hair and set him upon the table near the queen. The king immediately fell flat on his back and lay perfectly still. And Alice was a little alarmed at what she had done and went round the room to see if she could find any water to throw over him. However, she could find nothing but a bottle of ink, and when she got back with it, she found he had recovered, and he and the queen were talking together in a frightened whisper, so low Alice could hardly hear what they said. The king was saying, "I assure you, my dear, I turned gold to the very end of my whiskers." To which the queen replied, "You haven't got any whiskers." "The horror of that moment," the king went on, "I shall never forget." "You will, though," the queen said, "if you don't make a memorandum of it. My bad." Alice looked on with great interest as the king took an enormous memorandum book out of his pocket and began writing. A sudden thought struck her, and she took hold of the end of the pencil, which came some way over his shoulder, and began writing for him. The poor king looked puzzled and unhappy, and struggled with the pencil for some time without saying anything. But Alice was too strong for him, and at last he panted out, "My dear, I really must get a thinner pencil. I can't manage to get this one bit. It writes all manner of things I don't intend." "What manner of things?" said the queen, looking over the book, in which Alice had put, "The white knight is sliding down the poker. He balances very badly." "That's not a memorandum of your feelings." There was a book lying near Alice on the table, and while she sat watching the White King, for she was still a little anxious about him, and had the ink all ready to throw over him in case he fainted, she turned over the leaves to find some part that she could read. "For it's all in some language I don't know," she said to herself. It was like this. Can you see that? Oof. Focus. Oof, that's really hard to see. Okay, I'll have to read it for you. It's backwards. Jabberwock. 'Twas brillig and the sty. Toves did gyre and gimble in the wade. All mimsy were the borovs and the mome rots, outguard. Oh my goodness. That was pretty hard, actually. She puzzled over this for some time, but at last a bright thought struck her. "Why, it's a looking-glass book, of course, and if I hold it up to the glass, the words will go the right way again." This was the poem that Alice read. Ah, yes, the poem. Jabberwocky. 'Twas brillig and the slithery toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the momes rats outgrave. Beware the Jabberwock, my son, the jaws that bite, the claws that catch. Beware the Jubjub bird, and shun the furious Bandersnatch. He took his vorpal sword in hand, long time the manxome foe he sought. So rested he by the tumtum tree, and stood a while in thought. And as in uffish thought he stood, the Jabberwock, with eyes of flame, came whiffling through the tugly wood, and burbled as it came. 1, 2, 1, 2, and through the vorpal blade went snicker-snack. Yeah, there it is. He left it dead, and with its head he went lumping back. "And hast thou slain the Jabberwock? Come to my arms, my beamish boy, O Fabrius day, Calloo, Calais!" he chortled in his joy. 'Twas brillig, and the slither toves did gyre and gimble in the wabe. All mimsy were the borogoves, and the mom's wrath outreign. And here's the picture of the Jabberwock. So this, if any of you have ever done like D&D and stuff and tabletops, you'll know that there are Vorpal weapons. The Vorpal came from this story originally that was done by Lewis Carroll. And as for what Vorpal means, no one exactly knows. It means basically like deadly or lethal in like a weird way. So pretty cool though, pretty cool. Whenever I was making the character, that was a huge like inspiration for the weapon she would have. And obviously, as we saw in Alice Madly Return, the Vorpal blade's strong. It seems very pretty, she said when she had finished it, but it's rather hard to understand. You see, she didn't like to confess, or even to herself, that she couldn't make out all of it out. Somehow it seems to fill my head with ideas, only I don't exactly know what they are. However, somebody killed something. That's clear at any rate. But oh, thought Alice, suddenly jumping up, if I don't make haste, I shall have to go back through the looking glass before seeing what the rest of the house is like. Let's have a look at the garden first. She was out of the room in a moment, and ran down the stairs, or at least it wasn't exactly running, but a new invention for getting downstairs quickly and easily, as Alice said to herself. She just kept the tips of her fingers on the handrail and floated gently down without ever touching the stairs with her feet. Then she floated on through the hall, and would have gone straight out the door in the same way, if she hadn't got hold of the doorpost. She was getting a little giddy, too, with so much floating in the air, and was rather glad to find herself walking again in such a natural manner. Oh, so there's floating in there, so that's where in Alice Madness Returns the floating came from. Yeah, a lot of material in this book, actually. And a lot of material over what I did for the character, too. But yeah, anyway, that was the first chapter of Through the Looking Glass. I thought it could be fun to maybe go through that as we go through Madness Returns. I mean, it is the inspiration, as you can see, for already some of it. And that was kind of cool being able to read out there. I like that. Anyway, enough with that for now. I'm Icarus, and these are the streams once again. I guess I should have done this first before I started reading, but that's okay. We will be jumping back into the streams this coming Sunday for more Alice Madness Returns. It will be Sunday. We won't have a stream on Friday. I'm very sorry. I'm going to be somewhere else, and Psyllion's gone and stuff like that, so we won't be doing any Tales of Vesperia. But we will be jumping back into Alice Madness Returns, so I hope that you'll join me if you'd like to, and we'll continue on it. That should be it for today. Thank you so much for joining on this trip down Madness Lane. I am sorry about all the trouble at first. I'll make sure next time it should go fully swift. I've got everything ready now, so we should be good. And we'll keep going through it. Thank you so much for joining, everyone. I really do appreciate it. And if you're watching VODs or anything too, I hope you enjoyed it. And hopefully you'll have a blessed day. And don't forget, Sword and Smash on October 18th. Yeah. And we will be going back to the Kingdom Hearts Chronicles on November 22nd. So look forward to it. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now and jump out. And I hope everyone has a blessed day or night or whatever you're experiencing. May God bless you and have a fantastic rest of your day. Goodbye, everyone.